Welcome. I'm Jenni Nevatt, Nutrition and Health Specialist with the University of Missouri Extension.
I'm Ivy and I'm in 5th grade.
Thanks for joining us for Quarantine. Today we're going to talk about MU Extension's publication N353. It's also called What I Have on Hand Casserole Recipe. And this publication is fantastic because it gives you the flexibility to be creative, but it also has the structure to ensure success. And with so many recipes online these days, not everyone guarantees success. It's also perfect for helping to reduce food waste and also to utilize all your food stores, including leftovers.
It's basically already cooked foods from 3 different food groups combined together. It's easy.
Very easy. So we're going to walk you through this casserole today. Our hair is back and our hands are washed. You ready to get started?
I am.
Let's do this. Ivy, please share with us which foods you chose to make the casserole with. Let's start with the grain group.
For grain, we have brown rice.
And go ahead and add that to your bowl. And the great thing about brown rice is that it is a whole grain, and whole grains help to aid in digestion. Very good. And I'll take that bowl. And then what about for the protein?
For protein, we have beans.
Okay. And so we have chosen dark red kidney beans, but any beans you have on hand will work. So maybe you prefer pinto beans or black beans. You can also use prepared dried beans. And then
for vegetable, we have corn.
Corn. So any vegetable that you prefer can be added to this casserole recipe. And so basically, the recipe provides you with a list of options for those food groups: grains, proteins, vegetables, and you choose from that list. But like I said, it has that flexibility that allows you to be creative. So explore, experiment, use what you have on hand. Thank you, ma'am. Very good. And so with the corn, canned corn, frozen corn, we even actually cut the corn off the cob to have the corn for our casserole today. And then you need to choose a sauce. And so you have options of a white sauce, cream soups. Ivy, which did you choose?
Crushed tomatoes.
Crushed tomatoes. And so if that's not something that you have on hand, and you can start mixing that up, many times homes will have a jar of salsa or a jar of spaghetti sauce. Even some vegetable juice will work just fine in your casserole, or maybe some tomato soup. Something that I found in our pantry was this French onion soup, which I think when combined with beef and some egg noodles might make a delicious casserole. And we'd have to think of a vegetable that you'd want to throw in there, maybe some mushrooms. Very good job, Ives. Oh, and we want to add a little bit more pizzazz and flavor. So what else did we find in our pantry?
Green chilies.
Yes. Fantastic. And speaking of pizzazz and flavor, we put together a seasoning mix. So Ivy, tell us about those seasonings.
In the seasoning, we have half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne.
Okay, so that cayenne's really going to add a kick. And notice that we chose onion powder and garlic powder rather than onion salt or garlic salt. That way we're still going to get all that delicious flavor, but we're not going to have the added sodium. So a much healthier choice. Ivy, please add that into your casserole that you're making. And so tell us what you're doing now.
I'm going to mix it all together until it's coated.
Okay, she's just going to give it a good stir. Fantastic. And so I should explain that we need our helper to give us a casserole dish. I should explain, or actually, we can even bake in this. I wanted to explain though that we're going to go ahead and we're just going to bake it in this. I wanted to explain that we cut this recipe in half. So what does that mean we did with our math, Ives?
We divided it by 2.
We just divided it by 2. Good job. And we did that so that we could show you an already prepared dish, but we also wanted to show you how we can assemble it. So I'm explaining so that you can be prepared to have double the amount in your dish. And so we will bake this because this is bakeable. This will work. We'll stick this in a 350-degree oven for 50 to 60 minutes. The great thing about this casserole recipe is that you can also use your microwave. And so we would put it in a microwave for 15 to 30 minutes. And there's a big time discrepancy there because microwaves vary. And you want to make sure you're also using 50% power. So we have our already prepared casserole to share with you. And so you can imagine that if we had left this recipe as it called for, you would have twice as much. And it would make 6 servings. And so what did we use for our topping, Ivy?
We use shredded cheese.
Shredded cheese. And to save money at home, you might choose to buy a block of cheese and grate it yourself. If you buy the shredded cheese, you can throw that straight into the freezer and it'll last a lot longer and you won't have to worry about it going bad before you're able to use it up. So we have this wonderful meal. What might we add to that, Ivy?
We might add, say, a cup of milk and a side of fruit. It's a complete meal.
A complete meal. Good job. Thank you for making dinner.
No problem.
And thank you for joining us during quarantine. You can find a link to this recipe below, and you might also like our new resource, Technology to Upgrade Your Home Meals. It's basically the same concept where you use an app on your phone, however, and it will tell you what you can create with what you have on hand. So check that out today.
Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.
Thanks. Take care.